Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 5th of September. Yours is a fixed sign, and generally you like to stick at things for the long term. You don't necessarily easily change your mind. But there's a lot of flexing going on in a mutable zodiac sign for you at the moment, and it is all about your future prospects, your social network, your friendships, and how you link with others. And this is because of the Sun's location in the sign of Virgo. And of course Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, is tracking backwards in that area. So it wouldn't surprise me if you are thinking about some options, checking them out, discarding some, maybe thinking that you'll carry forward with some others, but not absolutely certain of where it's all going to lead. But the great news is that your tiny ruler of Pluto is actually forging a very reassuring link to the Sun in Virgo, and something which is evolving and probably around your ideas can actually be very enriching. Maybe this is something that's been building up for some while. Perhaps you're going to have a moment this week when you can make a real connection or have a discussion with someone that's much more profound, which helps you to understand more about what you do want to achieve with your life. But Mercury's retrograde suggests that not everybody is going to be entirely reliable, and the Sun is clashing with your other traditional ruler of Mars, and that can create a kind of impulsive energy, particularly around your resources. However, ironically, Venus is forging a very positive energy with Saturn also in your sector of resources. I think what really is showing here is something that you've been working on quietly in the background is not something you should underestimate. And equally, if there is something you suddenly get the desire for and you really want it and you want it now, then maybe that's the thing that you should try to withhold from going for and perhaps leave it until next week. It could be a big ticket item. It may be that you want to invest in something that potentially offers a big return. But if someone, a friend, is talking about a get-rich-quick project, I really would be very cautious. Don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose. But then again, it could be around your friendships that Mercury's retrograde and the Sun's clash with Mars points towards someone showing a side of themselves that you've not seen before, and it may actually be a little bit off-putting to you. There's also a quarter moon on Friday, which is going to be emphasising the same angle that the Sun and Mars are caught up in. And your values and the values of someone that you encounter may clash, but they could clash in quite a rugged way. Just prepare yourself for that. But there is lots of other good stuff there. The stuff that you're working towards quietly, patiently, can show some signs of maturing. But Venus, of course, is about love. And in your 12th solar house, there's no doubt about it, it can point towards endings of very weak relationships. So if you don't see a relationship going into your future in terms of the long term, then Venus is making you think very much about what it's worth to you. But Jupiter also moves at the end of this week on Friday, and it moves into your 12th solar house too. The next year is going to be a time when I feel that you're going to become much more informed about all sorts of things that at the start of this process you might not be particularly interested in. And I think it's going to be over that time that some things start to evolve for you. A teacher or a spiritual guide could come to the fore, a new way of thinking. You may find yourself much more interested in healing in all its different guises, or anything to do with alternative medicine can also be something that truly fascinates you. If you've already got an interest in these areas, this could just intensify. On the other hand, if you've been pretty reluctant to look at these, you may be surprised by how they emerge. Any kind of self-help book or instructions to get your spiritual and psychological health into a better state are going to become much more attractive to you, even though, being a fixed sign, you can be quite resistant to new ideas. So the flexibility, the fluidity of the mutability of the sign of Virgo really provides a platform for the potential for change, and it's just really being open to the process. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck, and goodbye for now.